Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV with your Thursday night NFL preview for the Buccaneers-Bills game this Thursday, Week 8 of the NFL. Goes 8:15 Eastern on Amazon Prime. I'm going to let you know the best way to play this game and make some money on Thursday night. It's a little bit of an alternative play, something maybe you haven't thought about, so stay tuned. I'm going to give you that great information here in just a moment. Hey, World Series are starting this week. NBA starts this week. College and pro football in full swing, of course. This is a great time, perhaps the best time of the entire year to get an all sports, all access subscription. And to make it even better, I'm giving you a special discount right now. 3-day, 1 month, or 1 year. You choose the time frame that works best for you. No matter which option you choose, you get a discounted price on my page right now, SteveMerrillWagerTalk.com. Check out the special promo codes. The great prices works out to as low as $3 a day for all sports, football, baseball, and basketball every day. Check out those great promos right now. Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. All right, let's get right into Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime between the Bucs and the Bills. One of the coldest teams in the NFL, the Buffalo Bills. And man, 3 straight losses. Do they against the spread? I keep saying 3 straight losses because that loss against the spread, the win straight up against the Giants a couple Sunday nights ago, sure felt like a loss. They didn't even score the point spread. They were a 15-point favorite. They only win 14-9. And I mentioned it last week because the Bills were the most public play of the week, along with these Tampa Bay Bucks. You know, my NFL Fade the Public video goes up every week on Friday night here on this channel. Yet another reason to hit subscribe and hit that bell for instant alerts. And the public had done pretty well this season in the first 6 weeks. And I kept saying they're going to give it back at some point. It gets stronger and stronger as the season goes on to fade the public. And boy, did they take it on the chin last week in Week 7. To sum it up, the 7 games, the 7 most public plays last week went 0-7 ATS. So if you faded the public in my video last week, you win a perfect 7-0 against the spread. I know many of you watching now watch that video each week and know what I'm talking about. And to take it a step further, the 2 most public plays once again last week were the Tampa Bay Bucks against Atlanta at home. They lost outright as a favorite. And of course, these Buffalo Bills, as over a touchdown road favorite at New England, they also lost outright. Early consensus data, as I do this video on Monday early in the week, looks like Buffalo will be the public side in this game. But I'm not going to disagree there. I think the Bills are the safer play. And after a loss, it's hard to get in front of still one of the more talented teams in the NFL. But 7.5 is a really ugly number here. And it's hard to say there's any value right now with the Bills laying more than a touchdown, especially after losing 2 of their last 3 and going 0-3 ATS. Also, the Buccaneers have lost 3 of their last 4, both straight up and against the spread. A decent defensive team, though. In fact, on the season, Tampa Bay now in the season giving up 5.6 yards per play. The Bills are giving up 6 yards per play. So Tampa's actually been the better defense, but they don't run the ball well, and they're struggling offensively. However, 7.5 is a scary number, I know. So consider a teaser. That's the alternative I mentioned at the beginning of the video here. A teaser selection, I think, works really well with Buffalo here. For those of you that are new to sports betting, a 6.2 team teaser means you get to move the point spread 6 points on both games, but the catch is you have to win both games. So you would have to tie this up with another game, most likely on Sunday in the NFL. But taking the Bills from 7.5 down to -1.5 makes an excellent 6-point teaser because you're covering the 2 most key margins in football, and that's 3 and 7. Instead of working against us, they're now working in our favor. And of course, there's several games this Sunday, I think, that could make additional teasers. So as well, you could tie that up with one of the Sunday games and have a nice 2-teamer heading into the weekend. By the way, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on a 2-team teaser. Who else would you tie Buffalo up with if you did a 2-team 6-point teaser? And once again, the key is to cross over both 3 and 7. So you either want to take a 1 or 2 point, a 1.5 to 2.5 point dog up to 7.5 or more, or in this case with the Bills, you want to take a favorite of 7.5 or 8.5 and take them down below 2.5 or less. That's what makes good mathematical teaser plays in the NFL, and I think this game qualifies. Another edge I think Buffalo does have in this game is that Tampa, as I mentioned, cannot run the ball at all, and Buffalo has struggled mightily to stop the run this season. That's been their biggest weakness on defense, giving up over 5 yards per carry. Their pass defense has been average, slightly below average, actually, if you look at the numbers. And Tampa Bay has been pretty mediocre throwing the ball, but they will have to throw more in this game. And then when they get behind, they're going to have to throw more. And I think they'll be playing into the strength of the Buffalo defense, which is the secondary. And Buffalo has a substantial edge throwing the ball in this game against what I rate as a below-average Tampa Bay pass D. Tampa's strength this year on D has been their run D. So the matchup favors Buffalo on both sides of the ball. It should be a very focused spot, obviously, off the bad loss against New England. And keep in mind, Thursday night home teams do have an advantage just based on the situational scheduling spot. Both teams have to return on just 3 days rest, but the road team loses a day of practice and has to travel on top of that. So once again, home teams and the better home teams in general do perform well on Thursday Night Football. So the Bills make a lot of sense here. I know 7.5 is kind of an ugly number, but a teaser does allow you to get it down to -1.5. I think that's the best way to approach this game, at least early in the week. We'll continue to monitor where these lines move, and we'll let you know if we have anything official best bet-wise on Thursday on my page, stevemerrillwagertalk.com. And don't forget, NBA starts this week. The World Series is here this week. College and pro football in full swing. It's the best time of the year to be an All Sports All Access subscriber. And this week is a great time to try it out because you're getting an instant discount whether you want a 3-day, a 30-day, or a 365-day. Check out the special promo codes and prices right now on my page, stevemerrillwagertalk.com. And that promo code, by the way, this week for the 3-day All Access is ACCESS3. And I got all the other details as well, including the 30-day and the 1-year option as well. stevemerrillwagertalk.com. Get there quicker, wt.buzz/SM. Hey, once again, comment below. I read all the comments. I reply back. Let me know not only your thoughts on the Thursday night game, but who else you like this weekend on Sunday, Week 8 in the NFL. Give some best bets below. Let's win together here on Wager Talk TV. And hit subscribe and hit that bell once again for instant alerts when my college football top 25 video goes up Thursday and my NFL Fade the Public video goes live on Friday evening. Once again, fading the public last week when a perfect 7-0. Boy, will it be exciting to see how they do this week. Once again, in my Fade the Public video. And be sure to stay tuned right here on Wager Talk TV for more great NFL previews and college football preview videos coming up next.